It is, because it's bringing first public interest to a whole new level, and it is allowing journalists, it is giving them a tool, it is giving them, an instrument to be able to ask for documents and data that they weren't allowed before to do so. So therefore, in our societies, especially where institutions tend to be closed and tend not to be transparent, it is extremely important that there is this mechanism that you can use as a journalist to say, but hang on a minute, you need to give us this because we have a right to know. This summer we had a story that was trying to verify an urban myth, if you will, which is that let's say various inspections, state controls, institutional controls, traffic police are not really doing their job properly in the months ahead of elections. So what we did was we took 6 election cycles, I think, and we compared the work of 2 inspectorates, like the labor inspectorate, the trade inspectorate, and also the traffic fines. And we found that, for instance, throughout the year, you would have the traffic police writing about, on average, monthly, about between 5,000 and 6,000 traffic fines, while only in the months prior to elections they would have, let's say, a fall down to 2,000 or 1,000 traffic fines, which I think perfectly clarifies the trend. And it's one of those stories that you could also, it's very interesting how institutions react to stories, to various requests, because you have some obvious requests. For instance, in Macedonia, with all the, all the construction spree over Skopje 2014. Of course, everybody was trying to look at those contracts and see how how much those contracts were worth and who were getting them. Or, for instance, the big chunk of money that the government is giving to various media in name of advertising, and it has now climbed the ladder. It is now the 2nd biggest advertiser in the country, I think, after Procter & Gamble products. So those are, the requests that kind of everybody would like to do, but are also very much the obvious one for the institutions. So I kind of prefer the ones that you can deconstruct and go to different institutions and not give them immediately the idea what you're looking for. And in that respect, I think that, for instance, when it comes to the authorities' response, I think that the local authorities are kind of more responsive and are maybe less under control rather than the central institutions.